I shot him 6 times.
What's going on, horror fanatics? Welcome to
I shot him 6 times.
YouTube Horror Movie Channel. As you know, I'm your host and creator of the channel, Marcus. If you have not done so already, please shoot this video a like. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm a ton. As well as if you're a new viewer to this channel, please shoot that subscribe button as well as that notification icon so you get all the latest content updates to the channel. As well as if you would like to become a member here to the channel, please shoot that join button and check out what level membership best works for you. Okay everyone, so in this video, I'm going to talk about Kirby Reed and her appearance in Scream 6, as well as Detective Bailey and how they may have actually been partners in these new string of murders in the film, as in my opinion clues from another iconic slasher franchise seems to have been a major inspiration for these two characters in Scream 6. The iconic slasher franchise that I am talking about is the Child's Play / Chucky franchise, specifically film number 4, Bride of Chucky. In that film, we get introduced to Tiffany Valentine, Chucky's murderous lover in crime, as she enlists the help of Officer Bob Bailey to retrieve Chucky's broken doll corpse from a police station evidence locker. After arriving to a parking garage to drop off the doll, Bailey goes to look in the bag, when suddenly Tiffany appears behind him, slitting his throat and killing him. For further clarification, I have gathered the audio from that film that proves this to be true, and then I'm going to cut back in and explain why this is important when it comes to Kirby Reed and Detective Bailey in Scream 6 for multiple reasons.
Hello.
Hey, I'm on my way, and don't forget my money.
See you soon. And Bailey, don't you forget.
While there are still no leads in the murder of Officer Bob Bailey.
Okay everyone, so I have counted 6 total clues that in my opinion might prove this theory about Kirby Reed and Detective Bailey's characters in Scream 6 being inspired by Bride of Chucky. And the first clue I'm going to talk about is the fact that Kirby Reed looks very much like a real life Tiffany doll in Scream 6, as many of us have stated here in the community. I also have just realized that they have similar looking firearms as well, which is one of the reasons I believe the Tiffany doll as well as Bride of Chucky's opening scene is important, as Radiosilence has definitely seen to draw inspiration from the doll in terms of Kirby's look and wardrobe in Scream 6. Number 2, much like Officer Bailey in Bride of Chucky, Wayne Bailey in Scream 6 is a cop. Why this is an interesting clue in my opinion, because it seems again, Radiosilence took inspiration from these characters in Bride of Chucky, and given what we see in that film, Tiffany and Bailey are briefly working together before Tiffany turns on him. In my opinion, you can make an argument based on the clues I've talked about in previous videos in regard to Kirby Reed potentially being an unrevealed Ghostface dating back to Scream 4, as well as some very suspicious behavior in Scream 6 from the character, that if Tiffany is a killer and Radiosilence made Kirby look identical to her and her character is now inspired by her, then it is very possible that Kirby could be a killer as well, and the theory that her and Bailey in Scream 6 were working together as Ghostfaces is very possible. I believe they made her look this way for a reason, it's not a coincidence. The third reason would be the evidence locker in Bride of Chucky. We see Officer Bailey remove Chucky's doll from an evidence depository in Lockport. Lockport is located in New York, much like the Ghostface Shrine in Scream 6. As we all know, Detective Bailey from Scream 6 gathered almost every piece of evidence from the Scream/Stab franchise to feed his son Richie's obsession with the franchise. Though we do not know if the Scream/Stab evidence came from Lockport or another evidence depository, in Bride of Chucky, you do see Jason Voorhees' mask, Freddy Krueger's glove, and other horror icons' evidence there in that depository. So it's very possible that the Scream/Stab evidence was there as well, and it's possible that's where Bailey has gotten it from, though there is no confirmation of that to be true, but you do see the similarities in my opinion. Reason number 4 would be the double cross. As I mentioned earlier in Bride of Chucky, you see Tiffany slit Officer Bailey's throat, killing him because he looked in the bag containing Chucky's doll when she previously warned him not to. However, in Scream 6, it is Detective Bailey who turns the tables on Tiffany lookalike Kirby Reed by not only outing her to Samantha Carpenter, saying that she snapped when the new murders in Woodsboro took place in Scream 5, also saying she is no longer with the FBI, but by also shooting her when he arrives at the Ghostface shrine, revealing himself as 1/3 of our Ghostface killers in that film. In my opinion, this is not only a reversal of the double cross in Bride of Chucky, but it could also be viewed as an homage to that scene. Reason number 5 would be the 4th entry. As I stated earlier in the video, in Bride of Chucky we get introduced to the Tiffany Valentine character. Bride of Chucky is the 4th film in the Child's Play franchise. Kirby Reed, much like Tiffany, was introduced to us in the Scream franchise's 4th film. And last but certainly not least, we get to number 6, Chucky/Charlie. In Bride of Chucky we know Tiffany is Chucky's former lover. Chucky, as we know, is a nickname, stands for his real name Charles Lee Ray. However, Tiffany also has a tarantula named Charlie, which is another nickname for Charles. For further clarification, here's the audio.
There's nothing under here.
Charlie, how did you get out?
Why that pertains to Kirby Reed's character in the Scream franchise is because in Scream 4, Kirby is somewhat friends with stab fanatic Charlie Walker, who we know had a huge crush on her. As the film went on, the same could be said for Kirby, as the two almost kissed in the final act scene at her house before being interrupted by Trevor Sheldon. As mentioned in my last video detailing all the subtle Easter eggs from Scream 5 and 6 that could point to Charlie Walker being alive in the Scream franchise, I believe Kirby's wardrobe and the fact we saw someone dressed up as Chucky in Scream 6, Radiosilence definitely took some inspiration from Bride of Chucky's character Tiffany Valentine for Kirby Reed's character's return to the Scream franchise. Okay everyone, so after explaining all these reasons and going through all these clues, I definitely do think the assumption is a fair one to make that Radiosilence definitely took inspiration from Bride of Chucky and a Tiffany doll as well as Officer Bailey and applied it to the characters of Kirby Reed and Detective Bailey in Scream 6, as I believe these clues I've detailed in this video are one too many clear similarities between both films and the characters stated in this video. And if you are a believer of Kirby Reed being an unrevealed Ghostface as well as Charlie Walker being alive in the Scream franchise like I am, then I am sure you'll understand, even to a small degree, why I don't think these similarities are just a coincidence. But okay everyone, that is it for this video. Leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts on these clues that I have provided here in this video. Do you think that these clues point to Radiosilence taking a big inspiration from Bride of Chucky and their characters of Tiffany Valentine and Officer Bailey and applying it to their characters of Kirby Reed and Detective Bailey in Scream 6? Once again, this is
I shot him 6 times.
YouTube Horror Movie Channel. I'm your host and creator of the channel, Marcus. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Patreon. Thank you all for watching.